just answered.
Nobody has to answer.
I don't either.
To the chair? I don't know who put this on the agenda. But I don't plan on voting for it because I know we do have a hiring freeze. So I plan on voting no against that particular appointment. Heaven.
I will have to consult with our Director of Special Education in order to determine why her specific skills are needed.
Is this posted for any other paraprofessional to qualify as well, or is just something like, is it separate from the paraprofessionals that we are now, or something, just another consultant position coming up?
I can only say to you that I can get back to you.
Through the chair.
Yes, go ahead, Mike.
It might be appropriate to table that until we have the answers. That would be your call, Mr. Chairman. I can only give you the law.
Make a motion to table 7-3.
Is there a motion to table that number 5, number 3, page 7? All in favor? Aye. Any against?
I voted not to keep the aides, to let them go and take the tests and other paraprofessionals. And then I was faced with the fact some of the children that get their assistance and what they have to do for those children. And I began to think, this is what September will be here before we know it. Nobody's kids going to have to come back. And Mr. Fink is sort of the loudest here. You see, I can't talk as loud as he does. And he keeps telling us all evening that he cares about the school, he cares about the children, and yet the first one and the loudest one voted no. And you know what? Mr. Fink, that is so hypocritical of you.
Next recognition of the public.
Oh, he's not here.
It's okay.
Mary Carney Jackson.
Mary Carney Jackson, Joe Parker Road here in Lakewood. I have a few questions of my own and everybody else's. The question is pertaining to the SES that we've been talking about. The funds for the SES. My first question is, if the funds were exhausted, as you said, why wasn't the notice sent out more than one day before the program had to stop? You must have known in a few days that the notice went to the vendors on the 13th that the program was over on the 14th. Just like that. Okay. And also, I understand that the SES funds have been used up, and maybe some of it was used from the fund to supply pizza and soda to the students after school instead of being allotted to the educational part of it. And also with the question that Dr. Harper had, and you referred back to his question, and you would get with him because he has the list. But besides the list that Dr. Harper has, there are hundreds of other children that needs to be notified along with their parents about the SES program. And along with the SES program, why is it that all of the programs that are being dropped or cut is in the public school and not in the private schools? And on top of that, why can't we take some of the $30,000+ we're paying for this building for you to sit and meet in and put it back into our schools for education instead of paying you rent to rent a building when we have a high school in which we can need it. And I want to ask one other question. All of you who sit on this Board of Education, how many of you have children in the public school? And if you have no children in our public school, what is your purpose for making rules and regulations over children that you are definitely trying to see them fail instead of go forward? If the tables were turned and we had the upper hand, would your conscience be clear if you were in the position that the teachers and the parents are here today? But I want to let you know it's coming, because we are going to take back our schools.
Through the chair, please.
Certainly.
I would just like to answer Mrs. McKeel if I can. Sport for how many years? And how is the school deteriorating?
Through the
And the
chair.
other board members. And, I'm going to make,
If you're gonna argue, take it outside.
I would like to address it. The reason why I voted no, and I'll talk quietly because it obviously hurts her ears. But the reason why I chair, sorry, if you can hear me, if in fact if we could help more children, that's what I'm about. If in fact the superintendent tells us a program will in fact help more children, that's what we should be here to discuss. Helping more children.
Okay, all right, next.
Through the chair, can I make a comment, please?
Yes.
Okay, I came back because I was told that when I left, they made a lot of board members happy. So I'm not going anywhere. The board is like it is, right before you, because the community allowed it to get this way. Okay, you have no one to blame but the people that live in this community whose children go to public school. Tracy Tim was already on the ballot. All you have to do was get up and vote. And you would have been sitting up here. But no, you wait till it gets this bad and expect things to be handed to us. Okay? When are we going to really unite? Why do you think that the other side has what they have? We're too busy putting each other down like crabs. And then you want to come here and vent about it. It's a done deal, honey. That's why I walked out, because I have a life.
Now, through the chair. Through the chair. Let you give them a chance. Yes. No, I'm not. The other board members are.
Am I going to go to the next?
Yes, next person.
Reginald Singleton.
Nothing was addressed.
Okay, no, Mrs. Singleton is not Reginald. Sherry, and I'm sorry, the pen ran out, so Sherry with a B. Sherry with a, I'm instructed by the president, I must be obedient. Sherry with a B. Sherry with a B.
Okay, I guess I must be the last one.
Yeah.
Okay, then Jerry Baldwin's Governor's Road. I was searching the internet and I found the user-friendly budget online for Board of Ed. And in it, it had the list for the projected anticipated surplus of like $1.9 million. And yet I heard somebody just say that the surplus at this point is $3.5 million. So why is there this discrepancy? And if it is anticipated that it will be $1.9 million at the end of the year, why are you putting in almost an actually excess amount of the surplus into the budget to defray the cost? So I'm confused as to just how much do you anticipate then to be left in the budget at the end of